Hey guys, today my friend Shakera is joining me. We're also doing an Instagram live on her page, but I'm going to record it as well. Hopefully you'll be able to hear. Just a chat about different stuff, so I hope you enjoy it. Hey, can you see me?
Yes, oh my god, you look so beautiful.
Thanks. I've never done this before, like with two on an Instagram live.
Yeah, you can totally do it with like, you know, whoever is following you. It's a lot of fun. I think you would really like it. You know how YouTube has live as well?
Oh, yeah. I've seen people do that too.
Similar. Like, I don't know if Instagram did it first or if YouTube did it. I know Facebook has it too. So, what did you film all your videos today already? Like,
no, I actually, I haven't even started yet. But it's okay.
Oh, no.
No, it's fine because I wanted to just have it, all in one. I figured, I'm going to get ready and all that. So, I'll do the Instagram live. And plus, I am filming this too, so. You know, I should have tried to, record the screen, I feel like. Because I feel like this would have been good if I, put it on the video. You know what I mean? If I try to record it.
Yeah, some people, I don't know how they record it.
I know.
They save it and then they upload it on their YouTube.
See, I know, I think before when I went on lives, it would, tell me, you could save it, for the next 24 hours, but I think it would also say, you can save it for, into your phone, but I've never done it.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I think I did it one time, but usually my phone is so,
I know,
full
that's the
that,
thing.
there's no room to save this live. I don't know how other people are able to save it so easily and upload it, you know?
I know. Oh, I feel like I should have brought, because I'm in my bedroom, and I brought, an umbrella light, but I feel like I should have brought my ring light. Are you in front of a ring light?
No, I'm just in front of the window.
Oh, it's good lighting.
See, I know, right? Thank you, Texas. You're in, Ohio?
Yeah, Cleveland.
You're in Cleveland, right?
It's actually sunny today. What'd you say?
It is. How is it being a blogger in Cleveland, Ohio?
Oh, by the way, hi to your people. I kind of forgot.
Your friends are here.
Are they?
But yeah, this is your first live ever?
Well, no, I've done a bunch on my own, although it's been a while.
Instagram live?
Yeah, I've done Instagram live, on my account, just by myself. I've always just done, makeup or whatever.
Yeah, maybe I wasn't online or I didn't see it. I don't remember,
I don't do it that often. Do you do it often?
Yeah, but do you save them? Do you save them for, 24 hours so other people
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll go through the ones that people have posted, and, they're really fun, especially the
I know, they are.
Inspirational. Are there some inspirational accounts that you follow, like the positive, uplifting ones right now?
Quotes and stuff?
Or quotes and, those women who are, really positive and, encouraging, funny. Do you have any accounts?
I mean, I love Jamila Jamil. Do you know her? And she has the account I Weigh. Have you heard of that?
No, I have not.
Really? You would probably love it. Okay, so have you heard of that show, The Good Place?
I have heard of it.
Okay, so she's an Indian woman and she's really beautiful. So yeah, she got a role in there. She never done acting or whatever. And she didn't even necessarily want to be an actress or anything like that. It's she literally just wants to help people and have a voice, especially for people who aren't really represented.
Is it Tahani?
Yeah, Tahani. Yeah.
Okay, wow, this is fun. See, my friend watches that show. I think she told me about it.
Oh yeah, someone said Tahani.
What was she's asking what's the name again? The Good Place?
For the show, yeah, The Good Place, and the actress, her name is Jamila Jamil. Oh, I see. Wait, someone said they did their first live yesterday. How was that?
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm so sorry to cut you off, by the way. You were saying that this girl, she never acted, and then
oh no, it's fine. I always get so distracted on lives. I always forget.
And I'm the worst. I cut people off all the time. But,
I know.
Saying, is she super motivational and
yeah, okay, so she's really awesome. She's probably the main person on social media or whatever I'm really looking up to right now. But anyway, basically I started to just her character, and I thought she was really pretty. I'm okay, let me find her Instagram. I bet she has a really good page. I bet she posts bikini pics and looks so good, whatever. And so I go to her page and it's nothing like that. And
wow.
Yeah, no, she her thing is, I guess you would say body positivity, but not even that. There's a new term that I found out. It's body neutrality. And it's more seeing your worth with nothing to do with your looks and just who you are as a person. And that's what her...
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's everything.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah,
so I'm so following her. Oh my god, I need that. I feel like I was just watching Instagram Live today, and this person is someone I actually know in real life, and they were talking about how their worth has always been defined by their academic and career success. And I feel like a lot of women like will be like, our worth is what we are, or how we look like.
I know.
And she finally said, you know what? I finally like stopped looking at those things and just said I'm valuable with or without them.
Exactly.
So like, when you said that, so good. What does that mean? Body neutrality. Like, how do you define that?
Yeah. So that was like okay. So let me backtrack just a little. So she made this new page. It's basically like a movement, the I Weigh. And the reason she made it, she was just on Instagram or whatever, and she saw this picture of like all the Kardashian women. And it was like some like magazine or something posted it, and they put all of their weights or whatever, like, oh, Kim is this weight, Kylie this weight, yada yada yada. They're like, are you surprised by this, yada yada? And she's like, I'm so sick of women just being like, these women are businesswomen, like multimillionaires, and you're just like pretty much putting them as their whole worth on like their body and their weight. And so she made her own Instagram story, and she's like, I weigh, and she put like all the things she loves about herself basically that have nothing to do with her looks, like my great relationship, like my great career, like following my dream, just stuff like that. And like it kind of just like, I think it just kind of started taking off, or like she might have made the page right then and there. But basically now I Weigh is anyone can like submit that picture. Like you just take a picture of yourself, no airbrushing and stuff, and just put it on the picture of like what you weigh, of like, you know what I mean? Nothing to do with your appearance though. So it's like it has hundreds of thousands of followers now. It's like really taken off, and like people post every single day, and it's like making people feel better about themselves and confident. And it's really cool.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you told me about this, Kelly. That's like really cool.
I posted about it a few times.
Yeah, and you made a video about this too, right? On your YouTube?
Yeah, I've done a couple because like lately I'm like, that's really what I am feeling. Like she's honestly inspired me because I've always like, that's been something that's kind of like underlying passionate of mine. Lately, I just realized like that's like my full on passion. Like that's how I totally feel and have always felt, that like I want girls to feel and women to like find the confidence in themselves, like with nothing to do with their looks, and just like feel like beautiful and wholesome people, just like being who they are and worthy, and So yeah, I've been like making a lot of videos. So I made a video about her, and then I did on the I Weigh page, it's finally like backtracking now. She posted what body neutrality is, and there's this book that's basically, and there's an Instagram page too, and it's all about body neutrality. Actually, the book came out today, kind of ironic, but I think I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
We're gonna promote this book.
Right. Yeah, so it's basically like that same type of thing, like, because body positivity is really good, but for a lot of people, it's almost like a lot of pressure. It's like they see like all these people loving their body, and then they almost kind of feel more shame and guilt because they don't, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, they almost kind of feel worse, like, why can't I love my body, you know what I mean, like the way they do, you know what I mean? So body neutrality is kind of like a first step towards that, where it's like you kind of just start realizing like your body is so much more. It's like, okay, literally, like if you have perfect health, like you should be so grateful. Like you can walk, you can eat, you could have all your 5 senses, like you can see and taste and smell, you know what I mean? Like there's just so much more like of what beautifulness is, you know what I'm saying? Like with your body. So it's kind of that. So it's like, yeah.
She's asking, it's called I Weigh, right? It's just called I Weigh.
Yeah. It might be like I Weigh _.
Oh my god, this is such a good live. I'm so glad you're telling me about this. Like, we should do a collab talking about this.
That would be great.
More in depth. I feel like this is it. This is what we wanted to talk about.
Totally.
Right? And I mean, I know you've talked about this. I've seen this on your page. I've seen it on your Instagram. And I'm pretty sure I have walked across and stumbled across this account for sure. Yeah. But now that you put like a whole story behind it, now I'll remember it. Conversation about it,
Yeah. definitely.
Oh my god, I love this mission statement. I think that is so beautiful. Like,
I know.
that is so amazing. Like, and how did you come across this? Just because of the show, or like?
Yeah, like we just watched. My boyfriend's sister, like, she told us to start watching. We're like, okay, we'll check it out, and then we ended up really liking it. And like I said, I just really liked her as an actress, and I just, you know how it is, like you start, like you like a show, and then you like look up the characters and like the actors, like you might want to find their Instagram or whatever. So yeah, that's literally how I found her page. And then like once I started doing a little creeping, you know, I found like everything that she was like standing up for.
When you're talking about these kinds of things, and then, you know, we live in the Instagram superficial place
exactly.
where people love those. Like, remember how you went to her account thinking, oh, she's gonna have all these hot pictures?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would just assume that like you see like a beautiful girl, and like that's gonna be kind of like the main thing she promotes about herself. You know what I mean? Like on social media. But I want girls to know that like that's not all that you are. Like totally not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
and I feel like she's the same way.
Because if you think about it, like, those are the pictures that get the most likes and the most views and the most following, you know?
I mean, yeah. It's just the way it is. Like,
you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, however you, like, sex sells, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's always gonna love looking at, like, a pretty girl or whatever, but what I feel is that doesn't really give you real confidence. Like, you have to be really...
Or happiness.
Exactly, because, like, I've had times in my life where, like, I felt good about the way I look, but like inside I really wasn't doing well. You know what I mean? Like you have to have, your worth has to be from inside of who you are. Like I just totally believe in that.
Yeah, that is so true. I feel like I'm so glad that we're connected and we're having this conversation.
Same.
And then the book is launching, and I'm gonna definitely do my research.
I think that's called Beyond Beautiful Book, and there's Instagram for that too. And they put so many like graphics type posts with like information and all this stuff, and I've been learning a lot from them. So I think I'm gonna buy the book today, actually. Oh, I want to catch up on the comments because I saw some people.
Yeah, let's read them if you want to read them.
Okay, so let's see. Someone said a shout out. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, you give her a shout out. I just said hey.
Oh, hi.
That's the first
Shout out. Down to hear a collab on this. You two have such a great mission and a heart to help others feel beautiful. Well, thank you. But yeah, that's definitely why. Because I mean, I've been getting just a little bit bored lately of doing videos all by myself. And it's like, you kind of just want to like be able to talk to people who feel the same way. You know what I mean? It's like you can like bounce ideas from each other and like charge each other up. And like I said, like when I reached out to you, I'm like, I feel like we talk about similar stuff. So let's just talk together.
On your videos, like your habit tracking or habit one, I'm like,
oh yeah,
you know what, this is such good content. I feel like I learned so much. I feel like there's so much value to it.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been
and like it's not just like, yeah, like I love tutorials, I love like all the makeup and stuff. You know, when people have some sort of like a deeper message behind it, like it just sticks with you.
Oh wow, that makes me feel great to hear. You know? Yeah, because that's like, I've really been trying to aim for that. It's like the past like year or so, I just realized like everything I do, I want to have like a lot of meaning behind it and passion. Yeah, so that's great to hear that it resonates like that. Okay, LMAO, how we find our sheroes. Oh, that's a good name for it, sheroes. Now stalking on social. I know, it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of the way it is right these days, right? Like, how would you really... I guess TV, like Oprah obviously was like on TV. Like, that's why I feel like we're in this time period for a reason. And it's like, it's never, like, we can say a message and it can reach the whole world. Like, that's just literally crazy. And I feel like I would regret it if I don't try to, like, share my message.
God,
you know what I mean?
Right. You need to... I feel like, yes, like, how crazy is that? Like, someone from like Cleveland, Ohio, you know?
Yeah.
To reach to someone in all the way in like Dubai or something, you know?
Yeah,
and, like,
it's crazy.
I'm in like Austin, Texas. Like, we made this connection, and I'm learning so much, obviously through your page and stuff, and just your
That's
message.
awesome to hear.
And then what else did they write? I think someone said, I love it, amen. And then I think with me, I stopped using filters in my photos and got many more likes and felt great about it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's so hard not to.
Hi, Maddie. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, I was going to say, actually, another big thing Jameel stands for is, like, she doesn't believe in airbrushing and stuff like that, and especially for, like, magazines and stuff like that. You know, sometimes, like, someone will speak out about something and you hear them out and you respect them, but you just don't know if it's for you. And that was something I was like contemplating for a while, because obviously when I was posting like a lot of makeup stuff, like I would do a lot of editing and like enhance the colors, and you know, sometimes I would do a little bit of smoothing or like take pimples, you know. And I was like, I don't know, I feel like that's just kind of the art process for the makeup photos to make it look like professional. The past couple months, that's kind of how I started to feel too. And it was like I've been posting a lot of just like completely unedited and stuff. I've never done FaceTune. Have you done FaceTune?
Yeah, me too, but everybody does it.
I know.
Everyone, and I'm like, wow, I feel like, should we be doing that? Like, are we
I
not,
know,
like,
right.
times is it, I mean, I'll use a filter every now and then, but like, like literally, it's just kind of hard because you're like, you're already putting on like a good amount of makeup.
I know, right.
And then you're like, here's a filter, but it's like, it's just so much, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So good. Like, I'm so glad my friend Halima's still here. She's I think she's definitely a fan of the show. And then
cool.
This live is, and this live is just like, I think I was not expecting it to be. I mean, like, I didn't think it was even gonna happen because we kept talking.
I know. I'm sorry about that. I know. It happens
until we all have such busy lives and we're so busy. Like, it totally happened. So I was like, you know what? It's better to plan it just so you know and you're prepared, you know?
Yeah.
And you feel comfortable. And I'm going to try my best to save this. Like, I'm going to try to say, hey, I have a cousin coming in and saying hello. We're just talking about, like, self-worth and stuff and how it always revolves around, like, career and academic or looks, right? Looks and, like, weight or body and stuff like that. And I'm just so excited to follow this. Have you been featured? Have you been featured on iWay?
No, so I did do one like back in September when I found out about it, and I think I tagged like iWay account and her account, and like it didn't get posted on Way, but like in Instagram messages or whatever, like she responded to me like on her personal account, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
Yeah. Another time I posted an Instagram story of like, this is when like I started getting pretty inspired by the like no editing and stuff. So I just posted like this little video of me. I'm like, I've been really inspired by Jamila and iWay lately. And I was just kind of showing like how my skin looked. I'm like, oh, I have textures, I have pores, like this is normal. Like, let's make this normal. And then she responded that too. She just said like yes or something, or like love it, something like that. But so yeah,
that is
cool.
so cool. Like, I'm so glad you started this journey. Like, I feel like we really need more people like that to just kind of like celebrate like real features, like real everything. Like, I mean, yes, you can love it all and like put it all on.
Totally.
But like just to have those days where you're like, this is what I look like on the regular, you know?
For sure. Yeah, and like I know like I definitely show myself without makeup a lot and stuff, because it's just like, it's just reality. Like no one looks good all the time, and like let's just stop the pressure of that, you know what I mean? Like it's because it's like seriously affecting people's mental health, and it's like, is it really worth it to like look perfect all the time for the sake of like others getting more depression and anxiety and stuff like that? And like, but and like also, I don't know, like this is just my like truth. Like I actually generally feel strongly about this, so it's just pretty natural for me to talk about this. But also it took in a lot of like, even like a year ago, a couple years ago, I didn't feel as strongly about it. But like that's why I just like love like kind of like working on yourself and stuff, because like you find out like yourself and you find out your truth like so much more, you know what I mean? And like then you can go out and help the world more, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what I want to do. I just want to help people.
Yeah, what did you say? You said a year ago you didn't feel as
as passionate or as strongly about this. Like, you know, the one thing I did feel kind of have a bit of opinion on always was like the lip fillers. And not that like it's wrong for anyone else, but just for me. I knew it wasn't for me. And again, I mean, like, of course, whatever is like good for you is good for you. But I was just kind of getting tired of like seeing it so much. You know what I mean? And like, plus I had personal experience of it. Like when I had a lot of like kind of bigger videos go around with beauty, I would do like close up ones on my lips for like lipstick or whatever. And I got so many hate comments. Like I have probably 100. Yeah.
That is so messed up. How can you hate somebody for, you know, whatever you are, you know, like this is what I am, this is what I'm doing. Like that's just so messed up.
Yeah, actually, that's another YouTube video I made recently. I did like, I was gonna make a video, like, you know, people like reading hate comments or whatever. And so I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna do one like reading hate comments on my lips. And then I'm like, wait, on my lips? I'm like, that's kind of funny. Like, maybe I should, like, make the video, like, showing the comments, like, on my lips zoomed in. So it's just kind of like a more funny video. Yeah. So that one's on there, too.
Playing with the words. You know?
Right. And it's just kind of, like, almost, like, making fun back in a way. Because I'm not offended by it. Like, the only thing that bothers me is that, like, people think that way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just, like...
Wait, would you mind me asking, what are they saying? Like, what are they mad about? Or what's...
They're just saying, like, small lips, ugly lips. Like, they're too small. They're too small to put on lipstick. Like, you can't put on lipstick. Your lips are too small. Like, stuff like that.
That is so messed up because half these people who are doing, like, YouTube or whatever, they're very honest and upfront about, like, I got my fillers, like, there's a new Instagram person who I follow who was talking about how, you know, people are so used to these fake bodies too, not just lips.
Right,
you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I mean, I didn't realize there's so much you could do, like, I didn't know.
I think it's becoming a lot more popular, like, I guess technology of it is advancing, like, pretty quickly. Like, I feel like I've been seeing, like, it be able to, like, practically give nose jobs and, like, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's just, like, becoming more popular and more accepted. And, like, the doctors are getting better at it. You know what I mean? So it's just overall, like, the norm, basically.
You're right. Like, people are expecting all of us to, like, adhere to this, like, standard. Like, oh my God, why haven't you done it already? Like, everyone, like...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just, like, if you think it's for you, like, you should definitely think about it a lot and, like, really know that it's your truth. Because I think that, like, for the young girls, like, seeing it so much, like, just like how back in the day when it was, like, all these skinny models is, like, very, very skinny. Like, that's what you saw and you're like, I want to be skinny. I want to be skinny. But, like, that might not really be your reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just pretty much, like, the media is messing with your head. You know what I mean? And it's like, but really deep down, it's not what you truly want. Like, it's not really your truth. It's just like what society is kind of like brainwashing you to think. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just feel like anytime like one type of look is dominant, I just don't think that's good because there's like, I can see like even myself, like I used to be way more insecure like in high school and stuff. And if like this was like how it was back then, like I could see myself maybe being like, you know, maybe I would like filler, but like I know like since I know myself way more now, like as a woman, I know I wouldn't want to do that, but I can see how girls might like think they want that, but it's not really for them, if that makes sense.
Yes, like, cause it's really trendy right now.
Yeah, trendy for sure.
It's what's in right now. Like, I mean, people did this with eyebrows. Remember?
Yeah, I know. Eyebrows were such a thing.
Eyebrows were so in. Like, mine were so thin, and like that was in, and now thick eyebrows are in. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And everyone's like, man, I wish I didn't like pluck mine as much. I wish I didn't thread mine as much because they're not growing as big as they used to be. Like,
I know, and like the thing I guess with like the filler or whatever is like, well, they say filler like dissolves and stuff, right? Or like you can take it out, but like I definitely feel like it's more permanent. And like I don't know, like I just feel like people who've gotten them and then they say like they dissolved them, but it didn't go back to like how it looked before. You know what I mean? Like didn't Kylie say she dissolved them, but like her lips still look big? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like it's like once you do it once, you'll keep doing it again. Like, for sure. Like, even if she's dissolving them or whatever, I'm like, you're getting your refills or whatever, getting them refilled again, or because it's just like, I mean, maybe it could permanently go away, but I mean, does it permanently stay plump or something, or?
That's the thing, and I feel like it's such a pretty new technology, and like you have to think about like you are injecting something into your face, and like even Botox is getting more popular these days for like really young girls, and like think about it, like you're injecting stuff into your muscles, like you don't really know how that's gonna play out later in life, you know?
Oh my god, yeah, a lot of people do preventative Botox in like their late 20s,
right?
And I'm like, oh my god, like that's so much pressure. Can you imagine like? Like, the work, the money, like people are like they can't really smile that much, like their faces are kind of stiff, you know?
Yeah,
and they're very, like, open about it. And I'm just like, oh my god, I cannot keep up with everything, you know?
And it's like, yeah, I've heard stuff like people will get it in their jaw, like to not clench their teeth, which I understand that, like you don't like it's helping with that, but again, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. For me, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll put on like makeup and stuff and like I'll do like fake lashes or whatever. But like at the end of the day, like I'm looking at my actual face in the mirror and like I feel like I'd be scared to ever be like, never see my real face in the mirror. Like, I don't know. Do you ever think about that? Like, I feel like that'd be kind of weird.
Like, this is how you were made and like, you know, beauty by mix. I just wanted to comment on the lip fillers. I feel like any type of procedures are scary. For example, I just had a huge organ removed from my body and I left the fact that this conversation is so organic and authentic, real versus real.
Wait, I think she meant to say I love the fact. I love the fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Thank you. What am I saying? Yeah, you know, I like this, authentic, real versus real, because it's like, oh my God, I just, like, you know, I love, like, false lashes, and I like to overline my lips. And
totally,
stuff,
yeah.
And, like, you know, like, really go all out.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, I mean, and it's not like that's how I woke up. That's not what I look like every day. And like, and I obviously good angles, good lighting. That's all you really need in a good face. Okay. And of course, like, we don't look like that all the time, but still, like, I think if you're doing those things, you still know, like, hey, this is my real face. This is what I look like. You know, just loving everything underneath it all is so important.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of people are getting the fillers and all that to feel more confident. Like, by all means, like, do what's right for you. And if that's, like, really speaking to your heart and your truth, like, do it. But, like, all I'm saying is, like, make sure you are doing everything from a place of self-love. You know what I mean? And not a place of self-hate. Because, like, some people, they might put on a whole face of makeup because they hate themselves. You know what I mean? And they hate how they actually, you know what I'm saying? And, like, that anything can be like that. You just have to make sure you're coming from the right place. Like, even working out, you know what I mean? Like, some people work out because they truly feel empowered and all that, but like some people are obsessed with working out because they hate themselves. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to just make sure you're coming from the right place. And to me, I feel like that just comes down to like, honestly, I feel like journaling is like the biggest thing that helps me like kind of like be honest with myself and all. And just like meditating, I think is really good. Reading books, being around the right kind of people. Yeah.
Wow, this was so therapeutic. Oh my God.
But it's funny, like this is just like what I like to talk about. Like I don't want to just talk about like everyday stuff. Like I don't know. I'm just like I like to talk about the deep stuff.
I was so tempted. I was so tempted to bring up, you know, what's going on like on YouTube recently.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. Well, no, that's the thing too, because that has to do with like your character.
I was on James Charles' Instagram and it says Kelly Taylor Cram liked his picture, and I'm like, okay.
Listen, that was before I heard about it.
I know, it was like 7 days ago.
I know.
I know.
Oh, wait, okay.
Oh, I love how she wrote this. We need to do some journaling prompts. That's such a good idea.
That's a good video idea, too. Wait, okay.
That's really good. I think because you journal, and then there's another one. Yeah.
When someone actually goes through the actual change of lip fillers or lip lipo, then no one knows how you actually feel because the other person isn't going through it or don't want to. Yeah, that's true. Like only you know how you feel. Toss in some journaling prompts. Yeah, that's a good idea. I know there's like so many, like I've read like Pinterest stuff and stuff like that, or like there's actual journals out there that like give you prompts. I know, but I don't know. Like, well, do you journal?
Yes, girl. Okay. Oh my God. Like, let me show you my journal. It is so cute. Look at it. This is what it looks like.
Oh, that is cute. Did you decorate all that?
Well, like I put a sticker here. I just put stickers.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
cute.
You know, I initially I started off by writing like really kind letters to myself.
Oh, that's such a good idea. That's a really good idea.
It had nothing to do with my looks. It was about like, oh my God, you're so fabulous and you're so energetic. Like
that's
like,
awesome. Yeah.
Like traits versus like physical things, you know?
For sure. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't really ever do prompts. Like, I usually just kind of do whatever comes to my mind. And it's like, usually like, okay, I usually will start with just like things about like the past day or whatever. But then it'll start, like, I'll do a lot of like self-reflection and be like, okay, like, I like how I've been doing this good. I don't like how I've been doing this. I also write a lot of like visualizing stuff, kind of like in present tense form, like how things that I want. want, but I don't say like I want blah blah blah. I'll say like I'm on a vacation, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Just like whatever, and then usually I'll like try to do a little meditating and just kind of like imagine it. So that's pretty much what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched one of your YouTube videos. You talked about like the elf beautyscape, how you had envisioned yourself being part of it, and then you went to Austin, right?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Oh my god, so you've been here.
Yeah.
You've been to the city. That's so crazy. I loved watching that when you talked about how you were like imagining yourself there and you were like envisioning it, and it happened, which is so amazing.
Yeah, that was like the first time that I like manifested or whatever, something really, really big. And it's just like, I don't know, like I literally just live for those moments because it's just like, I feel like that's just like what life is all about. Like nothing feels better than like seeing that happen. It's like literally like magical. Like I can't even explain it. It's crazy.
That was so cool. I feel like once I watched that, I started to kind of like do it too.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Shakera, about a month ago or so, you spoke in a live about procrastination and asked me a question about what's stopping me from getting something done. And I finally had conquered and not procrastinated. Oh, that's amazing. What did you conquer? What was it that you finally went to it and did it, you know? Like, do you struggle with procrastination, Kelly? Or like, are you like pretty like, no?
No, I definitely do. Like I have my days. It's like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I have my days where I'm like pretty good. Like, I don't know. But then again, it's like, I always write like to-do lists or whatever. And I feel like there's like almost never I get everything done. You know what I mean? But like, at least if you're trying and like, you know what I mean? And I think I try to like have a good balance between routine, but then also just doing what I feel, you know what I mean? Because I am a pretty, like, go by my feeling type person. So a lot of times what I'll do is, like, I'll probably say what I want to do for the week. Like, okay, I want to film, like, these videos this week and stuff like that. And then, like, when the day comes up where I'm feeling good and, like, have the time and stuff, then I'll do it. I'm not like, okay, I'm going to do it on Tuesday.
You know that app that, like, Planoly? You know Planoly? Do you use that?
Mm-mm.
It's like connected to your Instagram and helps you plan out your content and like posts and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty helpful.
What does it like say? Or what does it like do?
It's like, so like you'll kind of make like a grid.
Oh, I used one like that before. Yeah. I can't remember what it was called, but
it's like kind of like to help you make sure you're like consistent, like something's going up and quotes and just kind of like something's happening on your Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
To stay active, you know? Like, you know, it's hard to stay active every day on all of them, you know?
Oh, for sure.
All these platforms. And it's like, you want to be active, but you want to be, like, productive and, like, useful, too, you know?
And
like,
you don't want to drain yourself as well. Like, I don't know how
much can you get without, like...
For sure.
Like, okay,
totally,
yeah. You know what I
mean?
Like, you have all this vast knowledge and, like, this... you know, inspiration and passion, and it's like you want to release it in small doses, you know?
Yeah, and it's like I feel like to keep that like energy up, like I don't know how you are, but like for me, like I need a lot of like my own me time.
Oh,
I guess I'm a little more introvert, yeah, because like I get energy from being alone. It like charges me up to have like my me time, really.
Yeah, like extrovert, so I have to get it from like others.
Oh, that's so extrovert. That's totally, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, stuff like this, like talking with you and, like, with like-minded people, like, that definitely charges me up. But, like, still, like, every day I need a little bit of me time, like, my little bath, or, like, that's why I love my, like, my morning routine and my night routine, because they actually, a lot of it has to do with, like, my me time. Like, my morning routine is the journaling and the meditating and, like, lighting my candles and just, like, I listen to this, like, jazz vibes playlist on Spotify, and it just lifts me up.
Wow, this is so cool. I'm so excited. Like, I'm really excited for that. We just gotta pick a time and a date. That's all we gotta do now. Like,
and oh, you know, I wanted to ask you what you thought of. Did you hear about how Instagram is trying out like hiding likes or whatever? Did you hear about that?
I heard about it vaguely. What's going on exactly? I'm not too sure.
I guess it's like they're gonna start testing it out. They're gonna start with like accounts in Canada. and just kind of start trying out other countries and just kind of see how the people react and stuff and like see if they will make it a permanent thing. You know, it says like, oh, this person and this person like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's going to show that, but it's not going to put a number. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's really different. Like, who would have, I never would have like seen this coming. Honestly.
Yeah, like, because you know how the numbers mean everything to, like, a lot of people.
Totally. It can affect people's mental health, like, especially young people, or, like, there's studies for, like, high school kids. It's, like, they can feel, like, worse if they don't get, like, a certain amount and stuff. It's just, like, it's crazy, though, like, because it really doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah, wow. Have you ever thought about, like, starting a podcast?
I have, yeah. I've thought about it, but it's not like, I don't know though, because I want to like, I kind of have I don't want to do too much at once. Like, I do want to start one, but I feel like I want my YouTube to take off a little bit more first, you know?
Yes. I think that this is just so wonderful, like, that you want to connect and, like,
Thanks.
Make more, like, so spread the positive energy, you know, in the time where people are always, what's the word, you know, using that social ladder or climbing that social
clout
ladder.
chasers. right.
People, I'm like, dang, like, you know, I was talking to someone about the whole, like, drama, right? About how this person, like, Tati helped James Charles and everything, and she helped him with everything, right? And, like, I kind of was like, of all the people she could have helped, you know, why him?
I know.
And why not women? Why not all the women or other people out there, you know? Like, she invested so much in one human being, and now that one human being, like, turned her back, and so now this whole...
I know it. Yeah, I wanna talk about that a little bit, but also I wanna say for the comment, Beautify by Megs, that's what I wanna do, is collab. I'm just nervous. I'll talk about random stuff. I think you should do it, like, honestly. Like, I think it's almost kind of easier to do it with, I think it's easier to like have a conversation going than by yourself. Like, for me, when I'm just like, lately I have to do a bit of a light script for my YouTube videos, just like kind of take the notes and stuff, because otherwise I'll just be like, what did I want to say again? You know what I mean? But, like, this is just flowing so natural. And yeah, I mean, I think like when two like same-minded people get together, it's just like gonna spread more good ideas and like positivity and stuff. So I think you should go for it. I think everyone should just do whatever their heart tells them. You know what I mean? It even doesn't work out the right way. Like, you have that feeling for a reason, you know? But yeah. Oh, also really quick, I want to come back to the James Charles thing, but that reminds me, on the I Weigh page, a few weeks ago, they started like, I think like every Friday, she's kind of been doing like a podcast too, like on their IGTV. She's been interviewing someone. Yeah, it's really good. It's like just like this, like they talk about really good stuff, like just really, it's really, really good if you like what we're talking about. Because she interviewed, you know, Lizzo, she's like a singer.
Sounds familiar. Like,
okay, maybe if you saw, like, she was at Coachella, like, she's really like blown up recently, because I don't want to like sound like offensive, but I guess you could say she's like kind of bigger, but like she owns it, and she's all about like loving yourself, you know what I mean? But, and it's like, she just owns
it. I know who you're talking about.
Okay. I think she sings that. She might do kind of rapping a little, like kind of that, like, she does like different stuff. But yeah, so she's like all about like self-love, loving yourself, body positivity and all that. So she interviewed her, and that was really good. And she's done a couple other. But yeah, I found out about Lizzo from that, and I thought she was really, really cool. Yeah.
I just learned about so many cool people. I feel so inspired.
That's like the main account where I find out a lot of stuff that like about this type of stuff. But okay.
Yeah, it keeps you uplifted and like makes you feel full and like beautiful and like content.
Totally,
you know?
Yeah, because like that's like I just started getting tired of seeing like the same kind of stuff on social media all the time, and like the same type of posts, and just like it just gets to the point where it's like, what are we doing here if we're not like trying to make the world a better place? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God,
let's like stop being worried about ourselves and just like actually try to do something great with this platform, you know? So
oh my God, yes, so good. This is so, I feel like I'm so glad that it happened, you know, that this happened.
Same.
You know, just because like, you know, you have, you should seriously do this like literally weekly.
I would like to.
A new follower or something. Like, I wouldn't mind doing it with the same person. Like, I've done lives with like at least 3 people.
Really?
3 people. And it's random. Yeah. Like, it's just back and forth, and it's like really good. But it's hard to do it every week or every month because like scheduling, you know?
True. I think it would have to be one of those things where it's
hurdle.
like you just pick a time or whatever and like just have to like stick to it. Otherwise, it would probably be pretty hard. But how often do you go live?
You know, there was a time literally when I would do it every day.
Really?
It was so much fun.
That's
because it was like I would release all this negative and positive energy.
Oh, that's really good.
I was feeling that day.
That's probably why I feel like you have a lot of people come on. Cause like honestly, like
you just have to do it. Like people get used to it.
For sure. Like, it's one of those things.
Even if you are talking to yourself, like seriously, like
I
it's
know.
like hey, like I'm just trying to end it with a message, like a positive message, you know?
Yeah, definitely. But okay, so let's go back to like the James Charles thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's just like, because the thing is, like, I never even knew that they were like friends like that. Did you know that? Like, I had no idea.
I had no clue that she did her pink bridal makeup.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know it was such a big relationship. I thought she was closer to that Jeffree Star. Because they did a video.
Yeah,
really
they
video,
did.
Everyone unfollowed her or something.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Mother-son relationship with this kid, whatever, you know?
Yeah, I think it's just like one of those prime examples where it's like, you get all that like fame and fortune or whatever so quickly, and like you can lose your head and like you forget who was there for you and like you forget where you came from. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's something I try to like always keep in mind, like never forget who was there for you like from the start. Like a couple years ago, like when I was doing like pretty much just beauty Instagram videos and stuff, started getting bigger, and like one went like kind of viral, and like I almost saw myself like not like obviously not on that level, but it's like okay, you have to think of like the next kind of like clickbaity thing to get attention and like get the views, because it's like it's almost like okay, it's like I guess it's like a known thing that like when you go check your page, like you literally get dopamine hits by like seeing like the comments and all that. So it's just like imagine it's like the same thing to like log on and see like literally thousands upon like tens and hundreds of thousands of views. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you're always trying to get that like next like
dang it, you know, like drugs, you know?
Right. But it's also it's like but and it's the same. It's also like once you like get to a certain thing, like you obviously want to keep going up. You know what I mean? Like you want to get like better and better. So it's like, oh, I got 100,000 view one. Like I want to get 200,000. It's like if you get like anything less than that, you might be like kind of disappointed in yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like I can definitely see how like getting really caught up in like, especially if it's like in the millions and like all that, I can definitely see how you can get like caught up in that. But I don't know, for like the past year, like all my numbers and all that have been like really, really down. But I honestly think it's like kind of for a reason. I think it's like been kind of good because it's put that perspective in me where it's like, you know what? None of that matters. Like I'm just going to focus on like what truly fills my soul, or like I feel passionate about, or like I feel is like really what I believe in. And that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Was it a lot of pressure to like make sure like your numbers keep going up, like the views, the videos?
I mean, it wasn't really like a lot of
like one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, also that's just kind of like how I am inside. Like I'm kind of like really ambitious, like just with myself though. You know what I mean? Like I always want to like keep doing like more and better. But it's like, you know, say like, oh, you got like a video with 10,000 views, so of course you want your next video to be 20,000. You know what I mean? And it's like once you kind of reach that level, anything under it, you're going to be like kind of disappointed with, you know what I mean? But it's also, it's like to some people that's like so many views, and like you have to just be grateful with what you're doing, and just like for it to even get that. And like it can become like, okay, this is how I'm going to do this video because it's going to have a good like thumbnail, and this should hopefully get like a lot of views. And it's just like you're always kind of like working towards that, but it's almost like kind of meaningless, you know what I mean? Like almost like kind of losing all that in a way made me realize that like what really does matter. But yeah, I mean, I just think that everything happens for a reason, you know? So even like the things that seem like really disappointing or like failures or whatever, like I definitely think they just are leading you to the next right thing. So that's how I think for myself. But it took a while. Like it took like a lot of time for me to like realize what I should focus on. You know what I mean? It's not like just like an overnight thing. Like you get over it. Like literally like for the past like I think like year and a half, I've been losing followers. Like every month it's like less. But I'm at the point where like I really don't care, because like whoever doesn't resonate with me, like I don't want you here. You know what I mean?
And it sucks because I feel like your content is getting. I mean, it was amazing then, and
thank you.
It was good. It was good. Like, who doesn't love it?
One quote I've always thought in the back of my head by Gandhi, and it was like, be the change you want to see in the world. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you have to just like figure out what your truth is, what your values are, and just like make the decision to live by that. Otherwise, it's just like, what are you doing? You're just following along with whatever in life.
Oh my God, I know. I feel like it's just like really important to like just surround yourself with that, not just positive, but like uplifting and like good, you know, something meaningful that helps you grow, become a better person.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They'll look better.
This was good, girlfriend. I think I'm gonna get some dinner because I haven't eaten for a little while. But yeah, thanks for joining me and having me on your account. It was good.
And we'll do it again next time, okay?
For sure. Bye.